Good morning, good morning. I hope all of you are having a great day so far. My name's Josh DuPont. Welcome to my podcast. It's another day, and I want to help you get it started off on the right foot. Well, I know a lot of you are like me and find it difficult to hold on to ideas as they whiz through your mind. So often throughout the day, I have ideas spring into my head for songs or stories or podcast topics. I wish I was sitting at the piano or the computer that very moment to work out the idea. Well, when it comes time to finally sit down and write, I find myself standing before a dry well, staring at a blank screen and not having anything to say. Well, sometimes I feel scatterbrained and I find it daunting to put my thoughts together in a coherent way. Well, I want to talk today about a particular method I keep in my creativity toolbox that I use to cultivate and curate my thoughts. I use it for my songwriting, and I've started using it for my podcast script writing too. And you can use it in the creative aspects of your life. This is Google Keep I'm talking about. Now, it's primarily a note-taking, list-making, link-sharing app that Google came up with as a kind of virtual corkboard. Very basically, it lets you write down a note or clip a website, make a list or whatever. I just use it for the notes. And you add it to an ever-expanding scattering of other notes you've jotted down in the app. I call it my idea board. Whenever I get a thought in my head or whenever I have a few odd minutes during which I want to be productive, I fire up my Google Keep app or I hop over to their webpage on my laptop and I write it down. That's it. No processing, no development. I just put it down so I'll have it later. Now, Google Keep has a nice labeling function that allows me to have countless separate idea boards. I simply add a label, click on it, and any note I write will be assigned that label and it'll show up alongside the others on that idea board. So I have one for little tidbits that may one day grow into part of the podcast. The other one's devoted to songwriting. Now that one's my baby. I call it my songscape. Now, whenever I have a thought of a neat story plot or a bit of lyrics pop into my head, I just record them as little notes in the songscape. And what I'm left with is a scrolling sea of original ideas to go fishing in. And I dive in. Now, there are little bits and pieces of my mind all over. They're all around me, and all I have to do is tie them together. And when I sit at the piano for a writing session, I think I'll talk about that process in a future episode, I open the songscape on my laptop, and different notes appeal to me at different times. Often I find myself pulled towards one or another right off the bat. So I look for other bits that could fit into a theme. Maybe I'll make a connection between a few of them. And a few lines of lyrics start coming together. It's not long before a song begins to take shape. So inspiration can be cultivated. The trick is remembering to record those notes when you have them. You will not remember them later, so don't kid yourself. Write them down now. You'll thank yourself for it when you sit down later and draw a blank. Well, that's the moment you pull out the idea board and look around. Some of your notes may inspire other notes. Write them down. Follow your stream of consciousness and worry about sorting them all out later on. It can't hurt to work a little of this into your daily routine. Maybe set a couple of alarms throughout the day to make a note. Go out of your way to interrupt your daily patterns. Force yourself to take a moment in different situations to record your thoughts. You can find yourself with a variety of moods and inspirations from which to choose later on. So if you've never used Google Keep, give it a shot. Fire it up, jot down some notes. If you have methods that you found helpful for brainstorming or note-taking, let me know. You can leave a comment on the show page, or you can tweet me at Piano Josh DuPont. You have the tools and you have the power to create amazing things. Now go out there and do it. The hardest part is starting, so might as well get that out of the way today. So take care, and I'll chat with you again real soon.